Welcome to your third unit for the Road Safety Training Program. The Road Safety Training Program requires participants to work through an interactive presentation. Each presentation has videos, discussion points, and finishes with a quiz. The program aims to teach you about the rules of the road and give you strategies to be a safe road user. We ask that all road users on Cambodia's roads respect the law, that they respect other road users, they respect their passengers, and they respect their families and themselves by driving according to the law and in a safe and sensible manner. Throughout the course, participants will work through 6 units. The first, speed kills, driving under the influence of alcohol and drugs, distracted driving, helmet and seatbelt use, overtaking and lane use, and right of way. Each unit is comprised of a presentation that finishes with a true and false quiz. In this third unit, distracted driving, we will look at how common distractions, such as using a phone whilst driving, is dangerous and leads to accidents. We will watch some videos to demonstrate this and learn about Cambodia's laws and the fines that a driver faces if they are distracted and cause an accident. We will look at strategies for a driver so that they can be respectful, make safe decisions, and avoid distractions, thus lowering the risk of an accident. Finally, we will complete a true or false quiz, either on the screen or on Kahoot. So let's start. Who can tell me what distracted driving is? The obvious distraction is using a phone, perhaps to answer a call, message someone, to check a map, or even to watch a video whilst driving. Can you think of other distractions? It doesn't matter how or why you use your phone, it's going to distract you and put you at greater risk of an accident. Drivers should never use a phone whilst driving. It is dangerous. But other distractions could be audio, visual, perhaps you are eating, perhaps you are singing along, perhaps you are talking to a passenger. If you take your eyes off the road, and this includes looking at your phone, checking GPS, admiring yourself in the mirror instead of the road ahead, you are visually distracted. Perhaps manually, perhaps you are doing something with your hands. For example, eating, adjusting the radio, or reaching for items within the car. That is a manual distraction. And then the third one, cognitive distraction. Perhaps you are losing focus. Losing focus, a mental distraction, could occur when you are daydreaming or you're preoccupied with personal thoughts. But that would lead you to miss important cues on the road and perhaps brake in time. And then the next one, sound. Being distracted by sounds or noises that are not related to your driving, perhaps playing loud music and singing along, a ringing phone. It reduces your awareness of the traffic sounds around you. Next, we're going to look at a video that shows different types of distractions which have resulted in a fatal accident.
Ever wondered what goes on behind closed doors?
Don't pinch me!
Girls,
I'm
stop
sorry!
yelling in the car.
What you do in your car is everyone's business.
Girls, I said stop!
Because distracted drivers are dangerous.
Authorised by the State Government, Perth.
Ever wondered what...
Distractions are common. For example, for me as a mother, I often get distracted by my children who argue in the back seat of a car. Or perhaps I'm driving the moto and they're moving about behind me. That is a distraction. Who here has been distracted whilst driving? Can you give an example? Did you feel in control? Did you have an accident? If you didn't, perhaps you were very lucky. In the next video, we will see what can happen when a driver is distracted.
Goods, door ships, all your friends, they hit your goods right inside.
This driver didn't keep their eyes on the road. This driver did not respect the law. This driver did not respect their life. So, what can we do to avoid being distracted on the roads? Some simple measures that you can take. You can check the route before you start to drive. You could use a hands-free mount for your phone or your navigation system. Pull over if you need to read the map or take an important phone call or any phone call. Or pull over if you need to write a message. You can receive navigation prompts or phone calls through a speaker or a headpiece. And then adjust your mirrors, adjust your music and your navigation before you start your journey, not during. Which single distraction do you think you can eliminate from your driving today? As a road user, we must respect the law. If we drive and use the phone, or we are clearly distracted on Cambodia's roads, we risk a fine between $30 and $60. Can you afford that? Now, let's see how much we have learned in this unit about distracted driving. Do we know the difference between the types of distraction? Do we know about having our child or an animal on our knee whilst driving? Is that okay? Do we risk a fine? On the next slide, the Kahoot quiz requires you to scan a QR code and answer 5 true or false questions. Alternatively, run through the questions on the following slide. So, is it safe to use your phone at a red light? No, false. It is not safe. Is it safe? Eating while driving is considered a distraction. True or false? Yes, eating is a distraction. Number 3, texting whilst driving increases your crash risk by 23 times. That is true. If you text whilst driving, you risk an accident by an increase of 23 times. Looking at your phone for 5 seconds at 60 kilometers an hour, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, covers the length of a football field. That is true. So you wouldn't brake in time and you would have a collision. Hands-free devices completely eliminate distractions. If you have a headpiece, some earpieces, a mount where you can put your phone to receive distractions, does that eliminate distractions? No, it does not. So that last one is false. So I want to say a few words before we wrap up. Staying focused behind the wheel is the simplest way to show respect for life. By eliminating distractions, you're making sure that everyone gets home safely. Respect the law, respect life, and give complete attention to the road whilst you are driving. It could save a life. Thank you.